welcome back to the Young Forever Beauty channel. I'm so excited that you're joining me again today. I am going to be showing you an eyebrow tutorial. So I'm going to show you and walk you through all the steps on how I achieved this light, fluffy, thick eyebrow look today. I firmly believe that eyebrows are like the windows to the face, and they really do determine what the rest of your makeup is going to look like and how your face is shaped. So me personally, I love a thick, fluffy brow. You might like a little bit of a thinner brow, but I do hope that you take away some key takeaways and products from this video. So stay tuned and we can jump right into the tutorial. So let's go ahead and get right into it. Today I'm gonna be showing you how I get my eyebrows to go from this to a little bit more full and practical for the day today. So I have been filling in my eyebrows probably since I was 14 years old. I have had a long history with my eyebrows. I mean, way back when, when I was younger, I always liked a fluffy brow, and I went to the salon for the first time to get them waxed, and my waxer literally took off all of my eyebrows, and I had about nothing left, and they were this thin, so tiny. I hated it, and ever since then I never went back to get my eyebrows waxed. So I've just kind of taught myself how to do them on my own, and there are some tools that I use that I'll show you throughout this video that really help me get the eyebrow look that I want. But yeah, I've struggled with my eyebrows before. In college I had tweezed them all off at one point and just would draw them on every single day. I didn't have anything towards the end of my eyebrows, and if we were to even go back way back further, when I was younger, I actually was jumping on a bed on vacation with my family, and my head went through a bedpost, and because of that I have this scar in my eyebrow. So I've always been a little bit insecure about them, and I've always kind of liked them done a particular way, and I try my best to cover that scar, but it doesn't always work. So I'm going to show you today all of my favorite tools, all my favorite products, and what I do to fill in my eyebrows to the way that I like them the best. I am just gonna go ahead and pull my hair up. I just want it out of my face for the sake of the tutorial. I want to be able to show you my eyebrows up close and kind of how I achieve everything. So in terms of eyebrow care, how I, trim them and keep them from going crazy, my favorite tweezers from the brand Daniella, I get this from MAXX, and it comes in a 2-pack. It has just like a normal tweezer, and then it has this really fine tip. This will actually pull the hairs out at the root. So every morning, every night, or really whenever I'm doing my eyebrows, I'll go in and I'll just check to see if there's any hairs that need to be plucked. So over here, and I'll just honestly, is the best tweezer that I'll honestly ever use. So I just like to go in and trim those hairs. And once you know the general shape that you like your eyebrows to be in, tweezing becomes a lot easier because you can kind of just like pull and pluck where you need to. But I don't have that much regrowth right now, so I'm good with the tweezing, and I just want to move into the next step of the process. So kind of a new thing that I've been using that really I just started to this year is an eyebrow gel. So I personally love this one by the brand ColourPop. I find this to be a bit more tacky of a gel rather than some other things. So it's really gonna freeze those eyebrows. If you're looking just for a little bit of a lighter gel, I highly recommend this. It's by the brand MAXX. It's called Control Freak. This is a really light brow gel. So honestly, I can just go in right now. You can see I'm making the brows a little bit fluffy and pulling them upwards. And then I'm gonna go in downwards and just really saturate them with this gel. So you can see the brow hairs are really laying nicely. Go ahead and do this with the other brow as well. Now, if you want your brows to stay like this all day, nice and lifted, that gel probably isn't gonna do it. It's nice just as a sweep through. If you don't have a brow gel at home, just literally use a hair gel And then if you have a mascara wand like this, you could just dip it in the hair gel and use it to stay up. I will tell you that will be an amazing brow gel. But if you do want to buy a specific product for it, I do recommend this ColourPop one. So I'm going to go in and essentially just do the same thing. You could already see that the hairs are sticking up almost like this is a glue. So I'm just gonna go up and down. And I love the look of fluffy brows. Like, to me, the fluffier the better. But I also like them looking controlled. So this brow gel is just fabulous. And honestly, like, you see where the fronts get a little crazy? I'll just pull down into the shape that I want and really, you know, get that desired arch. And what's beautiful is this is just the outline shape of your brow. We're gonna go in with a pencil or a product of your choice and really fill in some of those sparse areas. So shape it the way that you want to. And I think it's pretty obvious, even after using just that NYX gel, the difference that this type of brow gel has in terms of like really sticking those hairs up. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this left eyebrow. We are glued up. Our eyebrows look so lifted. If you don't like this type of laminated brow look, you can always just go right into your products. I just personally love the way that it looks. I know trends come in and out with brows and what's in and what's not, but right now I'm loving this. So I'm gonna keep doing it until I don't like it anymore. Maybe the thin brows are coming back, but right now this brings me happiness to my face. So now's the fun part. We're gonna fill in these eyebrows. We're looking insane right now, but we're gonna go in with a pencil or a product of your choice and really make those brows look the way that you want to. So one option here, if you do have more full brows already, you can always go in with a tinted brow gel from the start. If you don't really need to draw on eyebrows and you just wanna give a little bit more color to it, I always recommend a tinted brow gel. One that I typically like to use is from the brand Revolution. This is in the color dark brown. Personally, I don't use this on a day-to-day basis just because I really like the look of a bit of a lighter brow. So when I go in with a darker color, it doesn't really suit what I'm looking for. And I do like a little bit more control with drawing on lines to those brows. But again, if you're not looking for that full, you know, drawn on eyebrow look and just want to add a little bit color into your routine, I definitely recommend this. My tried and true comes in the form of eyebrow pencils. So I just absolutely love eyebrow pencils. I think you can deepen the color, you can really fluff up, feather your brows. So I don't stray away from this. I know there's other products in the market like a dip brow or, you know, some other eyebrow shadows, like using an eyeshadow for your eyebrows. I like the pencil, it just works for me. I have two types of pencils right now and they're at two different price points. So this is the Makeup by Mario pencil. As you can see, it has a little spoolie on one side to go through and brush through your brows. And then on the other side, it is a stick and it's at an angle. So this is a little bit thicker than what I typically like. So I love the Morphe brow pencil. This really is a dupe for the Anastasia Beverly Hills one. And you could already see there's a finer point compared to the Makeup by Mario brow pencil. So I'll open both of them up so you can see it again. So I like the fine point. Again, on the other side, it does have a spoolie brush. So I'm gonna go ahead in and just brush through one more time before we go in. Now, depending on your brows, depending on where you're gonna start. I personally like starting at the end. And I want you to remember, don't be shy of putting pressure when you're using this pencil. If you go too light, nothing's gonna come up, but also be wary of your pressure. Don't go too dark. So I like to make little motions like this. I'm essentially drawing on and mimicking the feathery texture of the eyebrow. So I'm almost drawing on individual hairs. So I'll just go like this. I like to go under. And then as I go through, I like to brush through. And then I'll move forward to the front. So as you can see, most of my sparseness is coming right down here. So again, just these short feathered strokes. pulling it out. I like to avoid going in the front area because I like the look of almost like a gradient brow where it's darker towards the end, lighter towards the front. But I'll just add a little here. And you're gonna wanna draw on in the shape that your hairs are growing. And then I just start filling in the middle part. Again, light feathery strokes. Just connecting all the pieces. Brushing through as we go. And you can really see the difference between these two eyes. We're lifted, we're full. I think that this brow is already looking good. Perfect, in my opinion. I'm gonna go ahead and do this other eye. And just a friendly reminder, your eyebrows are friends, they're not sisters, so they don't have to be identical, but we're really trying to go for a similar shape here. So I think I'm done with these brows. I am just gonna show you a little bit close up what they're looking like. I personally like this shape. Now at this point, if you're doing a full glam look, if you're putting face makeup on, you can carve out your brows. So what that means is we're defining right under the brow to really give your brows a lift and clean up the area a bit. So I love to go in with the Tarte Shape Tape. This is what I use for under my eyes. This is what I use to carve out my brow. And then you're just gonna use a concealer brush. So I will show you how I achieve that. Take a little bit on a brush, make sure it's not too much because this concealer is very full coverage and hefty. So I'm just gonna go ahead and essentially outline what I have done underneath the brow. So this is how I do my eyebrows, pretty much on an everyday basis. If I'm running out of the house, I'll just throw a little bit of brow gel in, but I love the way that they look. I love a nice, thick, fluffy brow. So thanks so much for joining me. I hope you learned a little bit. If you do have any questions about your eyebrows or anything like that, feel free to put them in the comments below. Please subscribe and like this video if you liked it. And also comment what you want to see in the next video. I absolutely loved showing you how I achieved this eyebrow look. So thanks for watching.